You don't need a degree to land a high-paying job, and in this video, I'm going to share some of the best-paying jobs with no degree required. While these jobs don't require a degree, they may require some sort of work experience in the industry, and potentially a license or even some short courses. However, it's much cheaper and less time-consuming than getting a bachelor's degree. So let's jump right in. Number 10 is a dump truck operator, where you can make $130,000 per year on average. Keep in mind, this is the average for Australia, and it may be more or less depending on where you live. Dump truck operators are responsible for transporting materials such as sand, dirt, and rocks from one place to another. In order to become a dump truck operator, you may need to get a license, such as a C-class driver's license, and potentially some other vehicle licenses. You may also need to gain some work experience in the field before you apply for this type of job. You can find dump truck operators employed in mine sites, city councils, and construction sites. Number 9 is a recruitment manager with an average salary of $120,000 per year. A recruitment manager is responsible for finding the right person for the right job at the right price. And some recruitment managers can even earn commissions on top of their base salaries. There will always be a need for this job in the future because people are one of the organization's most important assets. To get into the recruitment industry, you may need to complete some certificates such as a certificate in human resource management or a diploma of human resource management. You may also need some work experience recruiting people before you apply for a manager position. If you're watching this video and you're feeling a little disheartened because your salary isn't as high as some of the numbers mentioned, a really important resource that you can check out is Glassdoor. This section isn't sponsored or anything, I just think that it's a really great resource to see what people in similar positions at similar companies are paying their staff. Something also to keep in mind is that research shows that new employees actually earn about 7% more than existing employees doing the same job. So if you're working for a company and you haven't received a pay rise for more than a couple of years, then it may be worth looking out there on the market to see if there are any other job opportunities where you could get paid more, and potentially seeing if you could switch jobs for a better offer. So the 8th role is a sales manager, where you could earn a base salary of $120,000 plus commissions, which could be quite lucrative depending on the company. A sales manager's main role is to build a team of salespeople that can help drive revenue for a company. Sales managers are responsible for motivating their team so that they can hit their revenue targets. In order to become a sales manager, you may need to start working as a sales consultant and then work your way up from there. You may also need to complete some studies such as a Certificate 3 or a Certificate 4. You could also consider completing a bachelor's degree. However, for this type of role, they usually consider work experience as more valuable. And if you'd like somewhere to store some of your income from your high-paying job, then you can check out Ubank. Ubank is a high-interest savings account where you can earn up to 5% in interest per year. And you can use my code Queenie30 for a $30 credit. So job number 7 is a marketing manager, where you could earn $110,000 per year. A marketing manager's main responsibility is to create marketing campaigns which can drive revenue for the company, as well as potentially lead a team of marketing professionals to help complete these marketing campaigns and drive revenue for the company. So these are some ways you could potentially become a marketing manager. You could complete a certificate or a diploma in marketing, then look to gain some work experience in the marketing industry by either getting an internship or an entry-level role such as a marketing coordinator. Once you've gained some work experience, then you can start working your way up to a marketing manager position. And if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I actually used to be a marketing manager for a fintech startup, and I honestly really loved working as a marketing manager. And I think that there are a lot of opportunities in marketing, and you can definitely earn some good money. Plus, it's also quite a fun and creative job, so it could work for you if that's the type of work that you like to do. So the 6th job is a real estate agent, where you could earn a base of $130,000 plus commissions, which could be really lucrative depending on how good you are at your job and how expensive the properties you're selling are. The main responsibility for real estate agents is to assist owners in selling their properties and renting them out. They can also bring real estate buyers and real estate sellers together so that they can make arrangements. This role involves a few different elements, including marketing, sales, and also administration. Plus, real real estate agents will often earn a commission for renting properties out and also selling properties. In order to become a real estate agent, you may need to complete some study, such as a certificate in real estate practice. You will also need to gain at least 12 months experience in the real estate industry until you can apply for your real estate license. And if you're looking at running your own real estate agency, you may need to complete further study such as a diploma. If you're really motivated and good at selling, this could potentially be a good career opportunity for you. The fifth job is a cybersecurity manager, where you could earn $130,000 per year. Cybersecurity manager roles are becoming increasingly more important, especially as our organizations rely more and more on technology. And as we can see from a lot of the data breaches from big companies, we can see that this is an area that could definitely be improved. Cybersecurity managers are responsible for managing the security infrastructure. They will often implement security systems such as firewalls, data protection controls, and encryption. And big companies which handle a lot of sensitive information may even have their cybersecurity managers testing the employees to see if there are any data breaches. In order to become a cybersecurity manager, you may need to do some study, such as a certificate of information security systems, a certificate as an ethical hacker, and potentially some global information assurance certificates. You may also need to gain some work experience in the technology industry and then work your way up to a cybersecurity manager position. I actually used to work for a fintech startup, and something interesting that I learned about cybersecurity managers is part of their role is actually to send phishing emails to all the employees. So they would often send out these dodgy looking emails to employees to see if anyone would click on any of the links, and also to see if any of the employees would report these emails to the head of security once they received them. These sorts of phishing emails are done regularly to test employees, just to make sure that they don't hand over any sensitive information and they are handling all of their data and information in a safe way. Let me know down in the comments below if you already knew this or not. The fourth job is a project manager, where you could earn a salary of $135,000 per year. A project manager is responsible for, you guessed it, managing projects. They are responsible from taking an idea all the way through to completion. They are also responsible for building and managing a team to ensure that projects are completed on time and within budget. In order to become a project manager, you may need to complete a certificate in project management practice. You could also consider getting a diploma or a bachelor's degree. However, having a bachelor's degree isn't required for a lot of project manager positions. After this, consider getting some experience in the industry, so then you can work your way up from a project coordinator to a project manager. Job number 3 is a HR manager, where you could earn a salary of $130,000 per year. A HR manager is the go-to person for all employee-related things.
Strike, scream, and run. All right, let's try it.
Such as managing people's job descriptions, recruitment, employee relations, performance management, training, development, and talent management. They are usually responsible for activities such as hiring and interviewing staff, administering pay, benefits, leave, and also enforcing company policies. The projected job growth of a HR manager is really high at 16.3% projected growth in the next 5 years. And one of the reasons why is that people are the company's most important asset. So ensuring that employees are happy, fulfilled, and productive is really important to a lot of companies. In order to become a human resource manager, you may need to complete some studies, such as a certificate in human resource management or a diploma of human resource management. You could also get a Bachelor of Business in Human Resource Management. However, this usually isn't required. The next step is to start gaining some work experience and then work your way up as a human resource coordinator to a human resource manager. The second job is an AI specialist, where you could earn $100,000 per year. The main responsibility for this job is designing and developing AI solutions. In order to become an AI specialist, you may need to complete some study in computer science and have strong work experience analyzing data, processing data, and programming. AI has become a bit of a buzzword lately. AI. But this industry doesn't seem to be going anywhere. As companies start to rely on AI more and more, more, we will need more people being able to build and manage AI systems. And the first high-paying job is a software tester, where you could earn $125,000 per year. As a software tester, your main responsibility is to ensure that software and apps are working correctly before they are launched to the public. You'll be responsible for testing different things such as the user interface, the functionality of the platform, reporting any defects or bugs with the system, and more. In order to be a good software tester, you'll need to have meticulous attention to detail and strong analytical skills. In order to qualify for this position, you may need to complete some study and also get some relevant work experience in the industry. So those are my top 10 best paying jobs with no degree required. Are there any high paying jobs that I missed? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!